Hey, my name is Sadiva and you're tuned in to Noisegate. I guess that I'm making kind of music from my kind of like, I always say it's kind of like a diary entry or what have you. So like it's coming from my soul. So I'm making music that feels good for me. Like, and the fact that other people kind of like it is pretty nice. So I guess, yeah, I mean, I'm sampling a lot of soul music. So I just feel a lot when I listen to that kind of music. Yeah, 100%. Like it's something that I can just put in my backpack and, you know, take on the road with me, and then like it's not getting in the way. It's just easy. Since I kind of started using it because I was playing tunes off my laptop, but since I started using the 404, it just kind of came together, and I could express my live set in a way that I wanted to, and yeah, it just kind of makes sense for the music that I'm making, I guess. Yeah, there's such a like Beat Lab and shouts to the Beat Lab and Labco have really, I guess, helped shape that kind of community within Melbourne. But it's huge online, and there's like such a huge like, I guess, lo-fi hip hop beat culture community, and it's really cool. It's really expanding too, so it's really awesome. Yeah, I guess like with my sampling, I'm always just kind of listening to stuff that I'm feeling like, you know, I'm listening to music that I can relate to at the time of my feels or whatever. And I guess chopping it up, I'm trying to tell a story within that. And I don't know if that makes it lo-fi. I don't know what makes it that, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a sound that sounds good. With chopping, especially like sampling, is like one of my favorite things to do, obviously, because that's all I do. But it's just like you can change a song that you love and make it in such a way that sounds so different, and just give it a whole new form of life. It's kind of like, you know, vintage dresses. Like people hated them once, but then they brought them back to life and made them all nice and pretty. You know, it's kind of the same. J-Dilla, MF Doom, Primo, Ninth Wonder, Kev Brown, all those guys like massively inspired me from kind of day one. And I was in a bad place with just life, and I was really into J-Dilla, and I started like deciphering or whatever, like depicting his like music, and Donuts was one that I was just listening to all the samples compared to how he flipped it, and it just inspired the shit out of me. And I ended up just meeting a friend who kind of was into the same music, and they actually taught me how to use the machine, which was the first thing I started on. And yeah, from there I could not stop. I was like, fuck, like this has got a hold on me. So machine is pretty much all I use for my production, and it's because I have such a comfortable flow with it, and I know exactly what I'm doing on it in my way. I wouldn't say I know exactly what I'm doing on the machine, but I find a way around it. But everything's kind of, you know, machine based. It's so amazing to sample on, and so quick and easy. And it's so easy to get the story out, like, or the song out of your head into the program. And so you don't have to sit there for ages trying to chop the little tiniest bits of like on the 404, like trying to just chop that one bit of the like kickoff or whatever. Like on here you can just go and it's done. Yeah, minutes. Been working on it for a while, like maybe over a year, and I had the concept, obviously, since I finished my last album, I was like, ooh, new album. So I kind of had a pretty crazy year of like lots of stuff kind of going on, and but all awesome. And I've just been so inspired and to kind of tighten up my sound and make it sound better and kind of step out of the zone that I was comfortable in. So I just kind of started making all this music, and I was really stuck for about 6 months after my last album. I couldn't make music, and then I finally started traveling again, and I like came back and I started making all this music, and I was like, oh, this is so fucking good. And I just started going along with it, and I knew I always wanted Minutes to happen. I just didn't know what I wanted it to be, and I'm so glad that it worked out the way it did, because I'm really happy with how it worked out. Yes, vinyl and cassette. Yeah, I mean, why not? I wanted physicals, and like cassettes are a really big thing in our community, in the beat community and the hip hop lo-fi community, and I just feel like exactly, you know, it's that old school sound, and I got that old school flavor, so I've just, yeah, I think it made sense to release it on vinyl and cassette and not just digital, you know. Yeah, I got my jazz festival gig coming up in June, so that's June 1st, and it's free in Footscray, which is awesome, and it's for the International Jazz Festival of Melbourne. And then the next day I fly out to Japan for 2 weeks and touring over there with Labco, so that's going to be a lot of fun, and then back to America in October, and I haven't announced that yet, but it's coming, so. But yeah, back to the US in October. This is Sadiva. Thanks for watching, and you are with Noisegate. Why did I do that?